block Eclipse. At the bottom, I have the geocoded projects, I have demo biz, small wrapper, and it basically tells me here site TV is the whole thing. Yeah, I can disable that if I want to. All of that. What's wrong with that display? What do I don't like with that display right now? Why can't I see anything? Transparency, symbology, list order. The wrapper on the top makes only sense if it's hollow. So if you go over that, you can see certain things. Show legend, show table, change the style, all that, change the style. This is your double-click properties in ArcMap. So now you can change the style, drawing style, options, symbols. Yeah? I do this back and do come back. Here, on the small wrapper, styles, options, symbols, outline, no fill, no color. Oh, sorry, not outline, fill. Outline we need color. So you see options that we have seen in desktop. They look different. They're a little bit more like an iPhone app now. Big buttons, a little bit more by intention. Okay? So I do the fill as no color, the outline as black, and I have line width, points, for just scrolling it, and I try to hit, let's say, 5 points and see how this will look like. One has changed, looks a little bit better now. Still blue, but this is thicker. Everyone on the same page? You're looking at the whole county here. You grabbed the wrong file. That's okay. Just do it with this one. Just cosmetics. You did not. You took the all census blocks. You didn't do the clip. So your census blocks are going further down.
That's good to know.
Huh? Okay. Why is this still blue?
Wait, in the event of that, let's say we did that on our own, would we have to go back into catalog and make
In this case, you have to go back to catalog, copy the right thing,
and then bring it back
import it back in, or just add the right thing and delete this one. Huh? Good call. So what's going on here with the census? Why is it still? Why is it still blue? No. What did we do just right now? Why don't I click OK? We changed the style of the small wrapper. Why is this still blue?
Because the fill is still blue.
What do you see right now in blue?
The
The wrapper.
Wrapper is wrong. Census block clip is right. And because you clip with the wrapper, it looks like this is one item. But it's actually two layers overlapping. Yeah? So if I uncheck the wrapper, see that? Wrapper on, off. These are census blocks. Good call. Census blocks. Change the style. Location. Symbol. Let's make them hollow and let's give them, let's say, a purple outline.
Oh, the blocks clip?
Yep.
What do I do now?
Hollow them.
Understand. Okay.
Like transparent fill and then let's say purple outline. Hit them OK, hit them done. Put the wrapper back on so you should see something like that.
Wait. After you go to the block clips, you go.
Are you stretching or is it a question?
No, yeah.
So you need to double check your content. If you do backwards, you need in that section for the map. So you pretty much have to somehow start over because you reduce your
Transparency here.
Change it back?
Right, you better press OK and done. Oh, you're still blue.
No, I had it and then I changed back.
Yeah, you have to press OK and then done. Because yeah, that's what I figured like so. Transparency is 100.
And what did you say? Transparency?
Yeah. Okay, and then done. Oh, you don't have done.
So you start
Oh, then press
because
OK.
you didn't save
I did.
And then done.
backwards.
See?
If you go here backwards, it loses the session.
You have to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You have to wait for them.
Hers isn't working.
Rolling.
Yeah, that's what
Which one is this? Just a bit okay. That's very bizarre.
I'll do the analysis round. I just want to into that, so I'm gonna do that.
Me too.
And then I'll show you guys. I'll do it tomorrow.
Good.
we're not going that long, because those don't go.
Problem.
Let's go 4 weeks.
No extension.
The only thing that will happen is that you just go out of most of your life, it's
Yeah,
still the same.
practice that.
Yeah.
Even though it's
Yeah, you're
not-
gonna go the same thing, but you go for a month.
What? So we just learned a little bit that we can, in a very simple way, but visually a little bit more attractive or more intuitive, change the style and look at this. So we have still the businesses. Let's put the businesses up so we can highlight them. Yeah. Demo biz, go here, so we deal actually with coins. Yeah. Symbol. I do blue stars right now just for the fun of it. I'm okay
What
with
did you
this.
go to, Professor? What did you select?
So the demo biz,
Demo.
change the style.
Change the style.
Yeah. Mimic my voice, repeat. One thing now, I'm going to save this guy. Save. Save.
Okay.
And we call it session 1, session 6, map 1. Put a tag on, test, and I save it in my own personal folder. Please note that I could now save it in subfolders I created, yeah, or in the main folder I have. All right? Okay, so I have just simple points in that area, yeah?
Those are the blue points. Those are the blue points that you're talking
My
about.
Is that
businesses.
what you say that as?
This one.
Yeah? So, if you are really curious about, hey, what else can I do? Right now we did single symbol.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah? No data values. If you look at the points, the yellow points or orange points, what do they represent? Our parcels. What do we have with our land parcels associated? And value. So let's try something. Here. On the some parcels geocoded project, can click on here on the 3 dots. We can copy it. And it just created a copy. No paste needed. On this, 3 dots, more options. Click on it, more functions. Click on copy, and it comes up here with session 6Ls, TWs, some parcels you coded copy. You also could rename this guy if you want to. Yeah? Alright? Laura already likes this. Let's unselect the one down here where we use this copy. Just to have visuals better. Now, you're going back to change style. We went straight into this. I didn't take a look at this one yet. No? And the other options you have. You could actually now go in and deal with the fields. Yeah? You also can go down and select a drawing style. Voila, there is a heat map. Yeah? So, what if I want to show my land values in MDML, and now, this is, in my case, it's a little bit weird because I have this. Let me change resolutions. Can you see that? That's a beautiful little laptop, but the display resolution is a little bit funny. So I have suddenly now a numeric field, and it gives me all these new options. How do we call this? Ooh.
Graduated commerce or graduated science.
Graduated? What?
Actually,
Graduated? What?
features.
Symbols. Graduated symbols.
When did the
Because with the increasing value associated to that field, the symbol size gradually increases. But look, it already
it's all
highlighted.
the same color?
No, I can do that without color. This is just beige here. I can do it with pink.
Size, the size.
I change the size. Good call with graduated. On the right track. And then you turn left instead of right. But look at the map. Guys, 10 more minutes. Look at the map. I hover over this one, it gives me example, and bam, it shows me a preview on the map. Well, that's cool. Huh? I could go and count and colors. If I click on this, it changes like that. Oh, that's not really cool. Not like, whoa. Huh? I could click a preview on heat map. Yeah, high values, low values. Yeah? And we don't really question how they calculate all light blue, purple, and red. There are algorithms to do that. And if you try to write a geek paper to for this publication, you write like a half a page why you do this algorithm here. It looks great, it gives you the message, let's use this. Yeah? So let's do this first one, let's say with heat map. And we click options. If we do options, you now have the area of influence, transparency, visibility, range. So if you change the area of influence, your heat map areas as well change gradually. Yeah? And now I realize that we didn't do the clip on the buffers, but it's okay. I wanted to show you if those would be buffers in ArcMap, and you clip with the wrapper, you cut all the rounds off. Oh,
That
that's
actually
okay.
looks better.
Huh? You can change this here as well in the coloring, yeah? To give certain profiles if you want to. Yeah, to show the epicenter of high net values is in the northeast of your study area. Yeah? You can play around with this. Let's go back and have more, show this a little bit more distinct. Now you can also change the visibility range when what you zoom this in and out, because there might be a point where this does not matter anymore when you're far out versus when you get closer, it actually produces more detail. Yeah? And it takes a little bit of finesse to fine-tune that. Well, that's one option, how to display point data now as more a overlap, also called heat map. People like heat maps because they know this from the Weather Channel. Yeah? So we can do types as well, etc. Let's do the graduated sizing here as an example. Yeah, you can change the symbol size, the minimum, the maximum. Yeah? Pretty straightforward. Classify the data if needed. Now, if you want to classify, you get all these statistical we have seen before. Yeah? Can do natural breaks. I can say, hey, how many classes do I need? Well, why don't I get just only 2, 3 changes? Very intuitive, very straightforward. But you already realize one thing. This might be very joyful, but if you want to really drill it down, really down to the point, and be justifiable with with your work, ArcGIS for desktop might be the way to do it. Huh? Because then you actually can go in and really do those classifications the right way. But it's very fast, very eloquently done. Huh? And now we can know a little bit about both worlds. Play on the desktop, throw it up on the online version. Alright, let's do buffers again. We said we play around. We figure out a few things. So save the map. Save. No. There's a button called Analysis. If I click this guy, I get all these. Summarize, find locations, data enrichment, analysis patterns, produce proximity, manage data. I do encourage you guys to look at these. And play around. That use proximity might be important. Yeah? Use proximity. Remember, buffers in our ArcGIS desktop toolbox are proximity measures. Analysis tools, proximity, buffers, multi-ring buffers. I don't see multi-ring buffers here. They're like hidden in the magic glove compartment. Let's do that. Single buffers. Create a buffer. Click on it. And you see, they give you those little pictograms, so you, like an iPhone app. No? Do it on a very intuitive swipe. So I want to do demo biz, proximity, create buffers for demo biz. Remember, we have like the 4 stars sitting here. I want to enter do the distance with 1 mile. And this is the trick. Here's the buffer type. The little option down here. Huh? Buffer type. I want to do overlap first, because we did that first on the desktop version. I don't care right now how we call this. This is giving you the visual exposure, so you will find it again where to that function. Huh? Run analysis, and very important. Did you see that little checkbox on the bottom? What did the little checkbox on the bottom say? Run in current extent. If you uncheck that and you do a buffer or any operation that could go worldwide, you get charged for worldwide. So you have a limit on your accounts. Technically, you should not exceed those. I think I gave you 150 credits. It's good enough to play. I'll give you next week another round, like almost like allowance. Just want to make sure that the maximum amount per student per semester is not done in one evening.
When is it charged? When you?
I can show you. I can show you in a second. Because if I do this with my other account, just to show you. Does look pretty much the same like you do, but look, I have different things here. So I can spend a whole day dealing with all that, and then there's down here is credits, manage the budget, and everyone here can get credit points.
When does the system charge you?
The moment you run the analysis. So today, you can actually take a look. Where's Friedrich Schiller? Friedrich Schiller is a little bit tiny. Friedrich Schiller didn't do yet anything, but he will be charged with points later. Yeah? So we can take a look. 150 points, it should be good enough to play with this. Alright, let's keep going. I'm going to hit probably exactly 10 p.m. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me, focus. Yeah? So we just did buffers. And they come in here already a little bit of transparency, not completely 100% filled. Well, that's nifty, is it? No? That's pretty cool. On desktop, it was like pastel, Easter egg colors, solid. So this helps a little bit so you don't lose completely context. Yeah? Let's do the same thing again. Proximity, analysis, proximity. I want to dissolve that. I want to show you exactly the same thing. 1 mile, options, dissolve. And make sure which one you select. Not the buffers of the buffers. You want to do demo biz. Again, like we did this problem, I want to select the following from, I want to buffer demo bis 1 mile dissolve, don't care how I call it right now. Here, use current map extend. You also can take a look at show credits. This operation will probably cost you 0.004 credits. Because you're dealing with 4 records. They have an equation how they deal with it. If you would have 1,000 locations now, this would be 1,000 times that. Yeah? So use current map extend and be suspicious if you suddenly have 5,000 points to geocode or 5,000 points of anything, not in this class. Yeah? We want to keep it simple on a localized area, that we stay in the budget, but we should be fine with that. But I'd rather have you guys explore 5 tools than 1 tool only and blow up. Play with this. Right, so if we do that, run the analysis. Aha! Because we didn't rename it. Because it comes in with buffer or blah blah blah. So we just do this, name it dissolved on top of it. Dissolved.
I'm still thinking.
Well, mine is thinking too. Should be thinking.
Oh, wait, it did.
Yeah, see? Still thinking. But you could actually work on something else because nowadays they actually let you think and you do things.
No, it didn't work.
Oh, pop, pop, pop. Recharge. And where are they? Did we miss the click? Well, let's get rid of the first buffers. And now I can see they're dissolved. So the dissolved buffers do not have a line in between, and the regular buffers show up as lines. I'll take care of you in a second. Alright? Super easy. We have done this on the desktop version. This is the online version. Same processes, same options. The guidance through the menu is visually more attractive. No doubt. Yeah? But I want to see old school, that means you need to know, and the new school we learn step by step. Alright. Drive time. Let's get rid of radial distances. Yeah? Gotta do this one more time. Gotta do this one more time. Save it. Let's go back to your content. First flow is like, I hope it's just LT, it's not frustrating. Remember we did the session site? Go to session site, open it up in a new map. Session site is just 1 dot. Open up in the map viewer.
Which one?
Session site.
There's
Feature layer. The one with your initials. And just open it up. Yep. Open it up, and then when it comes, open up in the map viewer. Alright, it did load here session site. See that? Change the symbol. I'm going to do the black diamond here. Very large. Yeah? This is my site. Click OK. Done. And I get rid of the buffers just visually and get rid of the parcels. Yeah. This is a site I randomly selected. This is actually a vacant spot. I don't know if it's just vacant for any reason. Yeah? If you don't hide island road or knob hill, I just down there, large parcel empty. So my visually identification is at hand, development potential. Didn't care about whatever is going over. Could be like overflow data. So I want to know, not the radial buffers, I want to know drive time areas from that site. Yeah? And there are two ways to do this. One is the visual way in ArcMap for online. And I can do this very easy. I do analysis, proximity, create drive time areas. Select the layer. Site, demo. Where are you? It's my demo site. Drive time. Should call the demo site. Alright. Go back. So rename. I just want to make sure that I find it. So I just put one once in front. And I want to move it up. Just to make sure that I'm happy with it. Now I'll try this again. Analysis, proximity, drive time areas. Here we go. Alright, if you're not careful with your names, now, it says here measurement, drive time, driving distance, walking distance, rural driving time, trekking time, fantastic different ways. Driving time, simple. In the gray area it says to output multiple areas for each point, type sizes separated by space. So 5, space 10, space 20. Yeah? And I scroll down. I keep everything standard. Take a look at the credits. Now we're producing costs of 1.5 credits. Yeah? 150 for this exercise. Don't care. Run analysis. Might take a moment. Or 2, or 3. We might go 5 minutes over time. I'm going to show you one more step.
I'm trying to uncheck the resolve buffers, but it doesn't allow. For some reason. It won't let me uncheck them.
So 20 minutes drive time might be a little bit far. We always getting those guys down to have an hour degree. So we have something here. Huh? So I'm going to zoom out now. So you see 20 minutes is far, far away, but you also can see one thing. In the world of radial buffers, I would have done one circle here, one buffer here. If I'm like what, 15 miles out, 20 miles out? Yeah, like that. There is no road. Why would I compute this as a potential market area or drawing area for customers if there's no one living? Yeah? That's weird. If I do, hey, how much land value do I have in this area? That land value will be counted with 0 or I don't know, 20 million, we don't know that. Yeah? So drive time here is a little bit too large with 20 minutes, but you can see, okay, fine, this is how infrastructure will push you out. Yeah? And of course, you can't reach out into the lake. Lake Atlantic, I was called. Alright, we save this guy. We call this session 6 map 2. put a tag on it, say test, save the map. Yeah? Now we keep this window tab open. Again, 5 minutes, countdown, 5 minutes. We're going to switch to Business Analyst Online. This is the tool we blow our minds away. Huh? Switch to the tool, open up a different tab, and this is bao.arcgis.com. BAO Business Analyst Online ArcGIS.com. Yeah? All the users in this class are licensed to use Business Analyst Online. We're going to figure this out right now. Log in with your NSURED or NSURED account. So Business Analyst Online is a completely different animal. Yeah? It's not just a mapping engine, it's a huge database and behind the scenes. You can add, enrich data, and can create other maps. So if I look now here at maps, found my location where I'm at relatively right now. If I look here at my content, I could click on my sites, yeah, and I played around with this. You should not see all these. You might see Nova Southeastern. Yeah, we did maybe Nova Southeastern the very first time in school, first class. Yeah. So I also can take a look at my layers or my maps. I want to take a look at web maps because in ArcGIS.com I just created 2 maps. Web maps. But can I use them here? Let's see. I have a sample and I have a test map. Apparently I don't see them. Do you see yours? Oh yeah, so we need to publish them and share them. Huh? So I go back to session 6 map. Go back to my content. And have a look at here, they are not shared. They are sitting on my own little space. As a comparison, I have some here, buffers, or an online test that are shared. So what I do now is my session map 2, I click on it, I want to share it. Share. I want to share it with all in an organization or with these groups. Works both. Yeah, and click OK. So in theory, within the real estate program and within this class, you shared your map. So we all can take a look at if you put pink stars on it or you purple hearts. Yeah? Can take a look at that if you want to. Yeah. Take a look at Business Analyst, close this, go to Web Maps, and this is the awesome beauty of Browse GIS Online. Of my content is not working. Oh, here we go. Good one. Alright, more maps. Web maps, browse ArcGIS Online, and now I can see my maps here. See that? And I take session map 2. Add this map. It also shows me that I have locations and areas. Add this map. So this one looks pretty much like what I had here, yeah? But I have a different power tool behind it. So, if someone can explain me why I have these, why my tools are gone, I would be happy. What I want to do is, Here we go, drive time. If I click on it, I'll do it without my toolbar. If I click on it, it shows me 1 of 5. I can go through this. Drive time area, demo site. Yeah? Select only this site. Add links, drive time or walk time would be the next menu. Do you see that? You have that? I do that. Now I can say drive time, walk time, drive time. Let's do it different. Do 3, 5, and 12 minutes. Could do more options, but for the meaning of the time, over time, it's just hit apply. So it runs it again. It runs it, runs it, runs it. So we get a similar result what we have done in ArcGIS Online. Yeah? We have seen that result before. That is in one first class session. But now I actually have get reports and infographics. So now, as told you guys, database. Click infographics within 12-minute drive time compared to Broward County. That is the age distribution. That is tapestry data. We can look at that later. This is your income. Or anything else, average household size in comparison. Yeah? Or I can go back. I can do a report. There are predefined reports. Yeah? Let's see, as we predefined reports, like a community profile. If I run this as a PDF, takes a moment. I know. I just want to show it you to one more time so you actually can play with this. Open the report, it pops up in a PDF, and it lists you how many people are living in 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 12 minutes away from that specific project site. Alright? I load it in my web map. I click on the middle of here, selected my demo site, ran the drive time, that you can see 3, 5, and 12 minutes. The purple here is the web map I pulled in. And then I can run reports. Get reports. They're predefined reports. We can create them on our own. We can make our own profile. But the predefined right now, you can run. And I think I did community profile. You can see that retail, site map, etc. And you can open the report when you run it already, and you have the PDF. Alright? I post later tonight, maybe tomorrow, the latest before noon, post the assignment. Different data, like not demo bis, maybe select bis, but the same steps. Maybe a different order because we did interactive stuff in between. So if you struggle watching the video and you're like, oh, this is not in the video, he asked me to do the step. Fast forward, spend those 5 minutes. Now we have done every step I will ask you in the next assignment. We have done every step backwards and forward. Take a breath, Laura, take a breath. This I consider more the fun part because you have done the data mining, the digitizing, the work on the desktop. Main work you do for assignment 5 is shooting it up on the web and play with a better visualization and a more joyful environment. Alright? Have a great night. Thanks for the overtime.
Are we using the data from tonight for the next assignment?
Or no, totally from scratch.
Technically, the data for the assignment is already on your hard disk because you downloaded it. I will make sure that, I changed a little bit, a few things. I will make sure that everything is aligned, that there should be no technical issues.
So it'll be the same data starting
So if you look, the demo businesses are inside the wrapper on the bottom right. The select businesses are on the top left, or other way. Bottom left, top right. But they're already in your database, just different names. So you need to do those steps again, but you have been exposed with the data. Alright? Alright.
I think I'm done.
Let me switch up the video.
I'm considering taking the test.
for this part?